Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to learn another example related to the second law of efficiency. Right? So what is that? In this problem there is a turbine. Also this is the problem of turbine, but there is a different things. What is that? This is a turbine. This is a turbine, right? This is a turbine. It's connected by a this is a shaft. This is a turbine. This is a shaft, right? And this is your inlet to the turbine, and this is your exit to the turbine, right? One inlet, one exit. There is a steam turbine. This is your steam turbine, right? So this is your steam turbine. Now the steam enters a turbine in a steady manner, steady flow, right? So this is your steady flow device. If this is your control volume, so this is your control volume, this is your control volume, right? This is your control volume. So this is system is steady state, steady flow, steady state, steady flow process, right? This is given, right? Steady state, steady flow process. Now what is again? There is steam enters a turbine in a steady manner at 3 megapascal and 450 degrees centigrade. So this is entry. So this is your I. If you take this is your I. So what is I is given? Inlet state. Inlet state I. What is given? What is the pressure? P1 3 megapascal, and what is inlet temperature T1? There is 450 degrees centigrade. This is given, right? The steam is losing heat to the surrounding air. That means there is a surrounding, and surrounding it is air, right? And this steam will lose heat to the surrounding. Steam will lose heat to the surrounding, right? How much? Surrounding air at a rate of 300 kilowatt. This is 300 kilowatt. This will lose its energy, and the energy will lose to the surrounding air with have a property. What is the property? This is your property of, that means T naught is given 25 degrees centigrade, and P naught is also given. P naught is also given. This is 100 kilopascal, right? This is the environment situation. This is the given condition, and the system will lose energy as a heat. What is that? 300 kilowatt. This is the rate of heat transfer. Now, okay, and the exit is given. There is an exit condition. This is your exit, and exit is also given. Exit state is given. This is also given. What is that? PE is given, and TE is also given. So how much PE is given? PE given 0.2 megapascal, 0.2 megapascal, and what is TE is given? This is given 150 degrees centigrade, right? This is also given exit state. Now also given there is a rate of mass flow rate. That means also given the mass flow rate m dot is given, one inlet, one exit. So it is 8 kg per second. This is given, right? and also say that the change in kinetic energy, that means delta Ke, change in kinetic energy is 0 and change in potential energy is 0. That means system is stationary. Right? This is also given. Right? Generally it is given, no problem. So, number first, to determine number first, what is that? Number first, to determine number first, the actual power output. Actual power output. Number second is the maximum possible power output. Number second is maximum possible power output. The maximum possible power output. Okay, this is also have to calculate. And number third is the second law efficiency. Second law efficiency, that means eta second. Okay, and also number fourth is that the exergy destroyed, and number fifth, the exergy of the steam, exergy of the steam at the inlet condition, right? The exergy of the steam at inlet condition. So these have to be calculated. Now, so what is the situation given? I am repeating. Steam enters a turbine steadily at 3 megapascal and 450 and 450. This is your 450, not 4. This is your 450 degrees centigrade, right? So the steam enter to the turbine at a temperature 450 degrees centigrade, right? And also given at a rate of 8 kg per second, and exit is given, what is that? 0.2 megapascal and 150 degrees centigrade, right? The steam is losing heat, that means steam is losing heat, rate basis, heat to the surrounding air at 25 degrees centigrade and 100 kilopascal. This is the dead state at a rate of 300 kilowatt, right? And also said that the change in kinetic energy and potential energy is to be neglect. So determine these all values, that means actual power output from the turbine, the maximum possible power output, second law efficiency, exergy destroyed matlab, that means irreversibility, that means you have to calculate irreversibility, right? And number fifth, what is the exergy of steam which is inlet, exergy at inlet. So now what is that? First of all, see, what is the assumption? What is the assumption of this problem? So there is a simple assumption. What is the assumption? What is the assumption? Assumption number first. Assumption number first is what? This is a steady flow process since there is no change with time at any point, right? So this is your steady state, steady flow process. If this is your steady state, steady flow process, that means what is that? Delta m Cv of the control volume is equal to 0. Delta E Cv of the control volume is equal to 0, and also delta exergy, change in exergy of a control volume, is also 0. This is given, right? And also neglect change in kinetic and potential energy, right? See, so we first of all we assume that turbine is our system, right? This is the control volume. Since mass crosses the system boundary during the process, right? We note that there is one inlet and one exit. So one inlet and one exit. So what we can write that m dot 1 is equal to m dot 2 is equal to m dot mass balance. Also heat loss to the surrounding air and work is done by the system. Heat loss and work will develop by the system. That means turbine will develop work, WT, right? Now number first for actual power. Number first for actual power. So the actual power output of the turbine, for that we applying first law of thermodynamics. So from first law of TD, what is that? The energy in to the system minus energy out from the system is equal to dE of the system by dt, right? Now this is 0, this value is 0. Why this value is 0? Because steady state, that means steady state, steady flow process, the change within the control volume is 0, right? Now this is the energy in, the energy out, that means this is outflow, is the rate of energy. What is that? Rate of energy. This is what? Rate of energy transfer, which sense? By heat, work and mass. Why? Because this is an open system, so mass is also there. So what is that? Energy in is equal to energy out. So what is the in? This is the total energy. So what is the in? M dot H1. This is the energy in. Why? Because this, what is the E? What is E? You know what is E? What is E dot? E dot is nothing. M dot H plus V square by 2 plus ZZ. So this is the energy. So there is no any kinetic energy and potential energy. So M dot at 1 H1, right? This is your in. And what is the out? In the form of work, relative is out, plus heat is also out, plus the energy associated with the mass, m dot H2, right? Okay. Why? Because delta KE approximately delta PE is equal to 0. Now the first attempt is what is the value of H1 and H2. Why? Because you have M, you have Q, and this is your actual power. This is your actual power output. This is your actual. So first of all, what is the H1? So H1 you calculate from the steam table. From this data, you have to calculate H1. And what is the H1? If you see that, this is your 3344.9 kilojoule per kg. So H1. And from this data, sorry, HI. and from this is HE. And what is HE? There is 2 7. Why? Because there is expansion, so it will reduce energy. 9.1 kilojoule per kg. So this is your H in. So this is your HE, not H1. Mind it. So this is your not H1. This is your HE. 1 and 2 associated with the system. HI. This is your HI. This is your E. So keep in mind, I, E, 1, 2. So I associated with inlet and exit stream, and 1 and 2 associated with state 1 control volume, and this is state 2 control volume. So this is control volume. So this is for control volume, and this is your inlet and outlet cross section. This is cross section, right? So you have to keep in mind. So this is your I and E. Now, so you have HI, you have HE, and you have Q out. This is your Q out, and the Q out is minus. So put all this value. So there is W actual out is what? M dot HI minus HE, M dot HI minus HE minus Q dot out, right? So you have put this all this value. So what is M dot? What is M dot? M dot is 8 kg per second. What is HI? 4.9 minus HE 2769.1 minus what is QI? 300 kilowatt, right? So this is kilojoule, this is also kilojoule per second, and this is also kilojoule. So what is the value? The value is 4306 kilowatt. So this is your energy. This is the actual power output. That means actual power output from the turbine. That means WT, right? If here Q out is 0, if the Q out is 0, if you assume that this is the energy which is remaining, is the work reversible and adiabatic. So if note here also that what is the isentropic work? Tropic work. What is the isentropic work? On a W S of T, if Q dot is equal to 0, so M dot HI minus HE. This is isentropic work. This is the isentropic work, and the ratio of isentropic work to the and the ratio of actual work divided by isentropic work. This gives the isentropic efficiency of turbine, right? So this is your isentropic efficiency of turbine. Okay. Now the second question is the maximum possible power output. So what is the second question? What is the second question? Second question is the maximum possible power output. The second question is that maximum possible power output. Maximum possible power output. So keep in mind for that, this is keep in mind the maximum power output, that means reversible power, right? The maximum power output is the reversible power for output device and minimum possible power input for input device, that means compressor, pump, and this is for turbine. So output is determined from the rate form of exergy balance applied from extended system, right? So apply, you have extended system. So the system is now extended system. Extended system. And what is the extended system? This is system plus immediate surrounding. Immediate surrounding. System plus immediate surrounding. So what is the your immediate surrounding? Tell me, what is your immediate surrounding? What is the immediate surrounding? This is the concept of immediate surrounding, in which the effect of heat transfer, the effect of heat transfer, that means if there is a, see, you all remember like that, if there is a potato, if there is a hot potato and temperature, let's suppose 70 degrees centigrade and environment 25 degrees centigrade, so there is an immediate surrounding at which the temperature will suffer. So this is your high temperature and this is your 25, so this is your immediate surrounding. After that there is no any temperature drop, so this is your immediate surrounding. So this is your immediate surrounding. So the immediate surrounding, the boundary temperature is the surrounding temperature, right? You may assume like that. Okay, so what is the, and what is the exergy balance? What is the exergy balance? Tell me. So the exergy in, right? So what is that? Reversible work. So for reversible work with exergy balance, so whose boundary temperature is the environment temperature, right? Immediate surrounding, T naught. So this is your surrounding temperature, T naught. So exergy balance. What is the exergy balance? Same rate basis, exergy in minus exergy out minus exergy destroyed. Destroyed is equal to dx of the system exergy by dt. So now what is that? This is for what? This is for what? This is your rate of net exergy, rate of net exergy transferred by heat, work, and mass. Same like this is what? Rate of energy transfer by heat, work, and mass. Same like that. Same. Rate of net exergy transfer. This is your rate of net energy transfer. So this is your net rate of net energy transfer by heat, work, and mass. And this is also rate of net exergy transfer by heat and mass. And there is a destroyed. So there is a, if we put a reversible, so if there is a reversible, so there is no any destroyed. Keep in mind, if this is a reversible, so this is 0. Why? We assume that for reversible work, so this is process is reversible, so destroyed is 0, and this is also 0. Why? Because steady state, steady flow process, so this is also 0. No change of a property within the control volume, right? So what your equation final? That means x dot in is equal to x dot out. Exergy in is equal to exergy out. So what is the exergy in? Very important. What is the exergy in? M dot psi 1 is the exergy in. What is the exergy out? Due to work, plus exergy due to heat plus also exergy exit due to mass, right? But if you find this work is the maximum reversible work, see, very important. So this is your, this term is zero, very important, I'm telling you, many students will confuse here. This term is zero, very important, zero. Heat transfer is zero. Why? Very important. Exergy transfer with heat is zero when when the temperature at the point of heat transfer is the environment temperature. At the point of heat transfer is the environment temperature. Environment temperature T naught. Why? Because we know that exergy for heat transfer, we know that Q dot 1 minus T naught by T. If this heat transfer at T equal to T naught, so this is zero. Why? Because this heat transfer at to the surrounding is this temperature. So why? Because we take immediate surrounding, so this is zero. So when, so this is, keep in mind, when we have reversible work out, that means this is the work potential. What is that? This is the work potential. So work potential is at what? Is the at a dead state. So the final temperature of the system is at a dead state. So there is no heat transfer. Right. So if you put all this value, that means what is that? W dot reversible out is what? M dot exergy at inlet minus exergy at exit, right? Okay. So what is this? This is nothing. This is your Hi minus He minus T naught Si minus Se minus change in kinetic energy minus change in potential energy. This is your, but this is the exit condition, and exit is at 0.2 megapascal and 150, right? So if you put, so where is the Si? Si is from here. So what is Si? From table, this is your 7.0856 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. And what is Se? This your Se is 7.821 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. See, this is increased. Why? Because there is a randomness will increase, expansion of the turbine. If there is a steam will expand, so its final entropy will increase. See, from here to here. So if you have Si, you have Se, you have Hi, you have He, and you have neglect change in kinetic and potential energy. So this is treated as zero, and this is treated as zero. So if we put all this value to this equation, So what is that? W dot reversible out is what? M dot hi minus he minus T naught Si minus Se, right? Why? Because no heat, the exergy transfer with heat is zero when the temperature at a point of transfer is the environment temperature. So why? Because if this temperature is given, mind it, if this temperature is given, so you put the exergy transfer due to heat, but this temperature is equal to the surrounding temperature. What is that? This is a T naught according to the question. This is the why? Because there is an immediate surrounding. So this temperature is the temperature of surrounding. So if this temperature is the temperature of surrounding, so there is no any exergy due to heat transfer. If this temperature is higher than this surrounding temperature, that means this is your 70 degree. If this is your 70 degree, so there is a also we count the exergy due to heat transfer, but we assume that boundary of the system will same as the surrounding. Why? Because we assume that extended system there is no information given by the system boundary temperature, right? So what is that? M dot is what? 8 he 3344.9 minus, put all this value, 2769.1 minus temperature 298 Kelvin into 7.0856 minus 7.281, right? So what is this? This value is 5.72 kilowatt, right? So what is that? This is the maximum power, the maximum power output from the system. So this is the maximum power output reversible, but not adiabatic. If this is a reversible and adiabatic, so this is the isentropic, same is the isentropic. So if there is a reversible and adiabatic, so this term is vanishes. So keep in mind, if this term is zero, let's suppose if this is zero, so the equation is left for reversible with no heat transfer. So reversible with no heat transfer is what? Isentropic. So we calculate here actual work, reversible work, and isentropic work. So this is your work potential, and if we differentiate, so what is the second law of efficiency? This is your actual work, actual by maximum work, that means reversible. If you put this value, so what is the actual work? So what is the actual work? This is your 4306, and what is the reversible work? 5072. So this is how much? This is your 84.9%. This is your second law efficiency. But if you calculate isentropic efficiency of a turbine, so this is nothing. This is your, for a turbine, actual work less, so this is your actual work out by isentropic work, Ws. So this value you have in percentage isentropic. So how calculate Ws? So Ws will calculate m dot Hi minus He. So this is your, and what is the actual work? W actual m dot Hi minus He minus heat transfer out. So this is your actual work. And what is the reversible work? M dot Hi minus He minus T naught Si minus T naught minus Si minus Se. Right? So there is isentropic work, and this is your second law efficiency. Right? So this is very important. Isentropic efficiency, actual work by reversible work, and isentropic efficiency, actual work by isentropic work. Right? So keep in mind. So that means this is the second law efficiency. From the second law efficiency, you have seen that 15.1%, very important. That means 15.1% from this, 15.1% of the work potential, why we called work potential? Why? Because there is a reversible work. Work potential is waste during this process. Right? Now, next is what? Second law efficiency. That means you have calculated actual power, maximum power, second law efficiency. Now, next is number D. You have exergy destroyed. So what is the exergy destroyed? Reversible work out minus actual work out. This is exergy destroyed. So what is the reversible work out? 5072 minus 4306. So this is your 776 kilowatt. Also you calculate from entropy generation. That means, what is that? Very important. Always along with write a physical meaning. So that means the potential to produce useful work. This is your useful work. Reversible out. The potential to produce useful work, that means actual work, useful work, waste at the rate of 776 kilowatt during this process. So during this process, this much of work potential is waste. So now note also, we also calculate the exergy destroyed like that. So if you have exergy destroyed, so we know that I is equal to T naught S generation, and you have delta S is equal to integration dq by T plus S generation. So you have delta S, Si minus Se, you have heat transfer, right? You have heat transfer, and so from here we calculate S generation, rate of S generation, right? So you have calculate S generation. Okay, so from S generation put the surrounding temperature, so you have calculate irreversibility from this also, and this is also useful, no problem. Now next is that the exergy of steam at the inlet condition, right? So the exergy, that means the exergy, what is that? That means What is that? Maximum work potential. Maximum work potential. Maximum work potential of the steam at the inlet condition. At the inlet condition is what? Psi I. You may write I is the Hi minus Ho minus To Si minus So plus V square by 2 plus Z. Very important. This is the exergy. This is the exergy for control volume. For control volume. And what is the exergy for, if you write in note form? If you write in note form, what is the exergy? Psi. So there is a note I, there is a 1. So what is psi 1? Exergy at point 1. What is the exergy as point 1? Psi 1. So what is the exergy as point 1? This is your not Hi, this is your Ui. Right? So this is your Ui. So this is denoted by phi 1. First of all, denoted by phi 1. Phi 1, yeah, phi is what? U1 minus U0, right? Plus P0 V1 minus V0, right? Minus T0 S1 minus S0 plus V square by 2 plus ZZ. Right? Okay. So this is your non-flowing. But in general, for a non-flowing, this is 0, stationary system. So this is exergy for the closed system. This is for closed system. Exergy for closed system. Non-flow. And this is for flow. This is for flow. Right. So this is denoted by phi and this is denoted by psi. Right? So the exergy, that means maximum work potential of the steam at the inlet condition. So put all this value, and here we can neglect, there is not given any information about kinetic energy. So this is 0 and also this is 0. Why? Because this is the minimum. So if we know, not information is given, not, this is the exergy, that means maximum work potential. So at a maximum, we assume that there is no any kinetic energy. If there is a kinetic energy, so we can, then there is a chance to again produce exergy. So if we produce maximum, so what is the maximum? So if this is a control volume, so there is a I, and for maximum, so this is O. So at this point, there is no any velocity, and Z is the minimum, and minimum you put approximately 0. So for this is your maximum work potential. Work potential, right? So right. So if there is no any kinetic energy inlet, so Z1 and also Z2, there is a change. So if you put all this value, so this is V1 and this is Z1. So there is no any kinetic energy and there is no any change in what is the initial. That means we know that there is a change in kinetic energy is 0. That means V1 square by 2 is equal to what is final? V0 square by 2, and V0 square by 2 what? is 0. So V1 square by 2 is 0. Also G Z1 minus Z0 is equal to 0. Why? Because change in potential is 0. So Z1 is equal to Z0 and Z0 is equal to what? 0. So this is also 0. See, change in kinetic, that means V1 square minus V0 square by 2 is equal to 0. So what is that? V1 square by 2, right? V1 square by 2, that means inlet I. This is Zi. So Vi is equal to V0 square by 2 and this is 0. So this is 0. Also there is no any potential energy, that means Zi minus Z0 equal to 0. So what is that? Zi is equal to Z0 and Z0 is equal to 0. Why? Because Z is minimum at a dead state. So this is 0. So this is for dead state, right? So if you put all this value, Hi, and see what is H0 and what is S0, very important. So at dead state, what is that? P0 is equal to 100 kilopascal, T0 is equal to 25 degree centigrade. So from these two we have to calculate H0, and H0 is approximately HF at 25 degree centigrade and S0 is equal to SF at 25 degree centigrade. And these two value, H0 is 104.83 kilojoule per kg and also S0 is what? 0.3672 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So this is given from the data you have. So from this you have this data, okay, from table. So you have this H1, Hi, H0, Si, S0 and this is 0. So if you put all this value, so there is a psi at inlet is what? Is your 1238 kilojoule per kg. So this is not count the kinetic and potential energy. That means every kilogram of steam entering the turbine has a work potential of 1238 kilojoule per kg. This correspond to the power potential. This correspond to the power potential if you multiply it. So this is your 9904, right? Okay. So this is your all about. This is your exergy at inlet. Similarly, if you calculate exergy at exit, psi 2, to calculate psi E, so He you have H0 minus T0, Se minus S0, Ve by 2 and Ze by 2. So this is corresponding exergy at exit section. Okay. Thank you.